And the YouTube, I am the Top Man, and welcome back to part 2 of FTB interactions. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, please go ahead and leave a like. As I said in the last episode, there was a cut in my recording because I couldn't fit it all into one episode. So this part 2 should have been part of part 1, but because it was over an hour long, I don't think you guys were that interested in sitting there for that long. So I split it up into 2 parts, and in this episode, we're going to get the first page complete. So let's get straight back into it. So I've decided to do the ground trap quest, and the reason for this is we need bones, and a good way of getting bones, or eggs, sorry, a good way of getting eggs for this smart chicken quest thing, which is right here. We need a chicken catcher. To get a chicken catcher, we need any form of egg, a stick, and a feather. Now, the feather and the eggs, they come from these ground traps here. So we need 1 raw beef out of one of these traps, and we'll get 3 bones. So these must be placed on the same Y level as the grass, have access to at least 5 blocks of grass or dirt. It only counts blocks on cardinal directions up to 2 blocks away. We recommend you extend your platform to make room for the 4 to 5 of these traps initially. They're cheap after all, but make sure to put more than 1 bait in each trap, as the first bait merely activates the trap and is always lost with no byproducts. Well, we've only got 4 of these so far, so what I'm going to do, we want dirt on all sides of this. So I think that these 4 will go nicely. And we want some form of bait in these. We can use either any of these baits. So we've got any sort of fruit with 3 pieces of string. 3 pieces of string with any sorts of grain. And you get the gist of it here. I've gone for veggie bait. I've got 52 here, which should be more than enough to be able to start getting some stuff that we want. So we've got 13 in each of the traps. As you can see, it uses that first one, as it said. Now, we'll leave them going in the background, and hopefully we'll come back and we'll get some of that beef to complete that quest, get some more bones, and start going through the rest of this. So we're trying to get through Arcane Ashes, but I think doing some of these quests on the left hand side is going to help. We're going to have to do these quests anyway, because it actually leads into the Philo Stone, the Philo Stone, or the Philosopher's Stone as it is. So we're going to need to be able to get I Heart You, all this sort of stuff before we can get to this anyway. So we may as well. Now, I have noticed when I was going through that we've got a few quests here. A building wand would be absolutely fantastic for us. Some form of easier way of getting light rather than using bark would be a nice option as well, by the looks of things. And then automate all of the things. So these conveyor belts for automation is going to really help with this over here. So of course at the moment this is as much automation as I can get. I'm going to have to come over here and right click every time I want to get stone out of there, which is a bit of a pain. So hopefully that will, this conveyor belt will help with that quest. Whilst we are here, we may as well go ahead and do the other quest for grout. I'm going to actually use this recipe here. I'm missing... Oh, of course I am. I need to make blocks of clay. Oh, can I not make blocks of clay in this pack? Ah, it's 4. Of course it is. It's been a long time, guys. It's been a long time. Alright, so pop that in there. We will get the grout that we need. So I'm going to need... We usually need quite a lot of this grout. So 64 grout is there. Let's go ahead and get that quest. So we get a meatloaf sandwich. It only wanted to get the 1, but it wants us to make the Fom Dog Melter. This is not strictly needed to make it to the overworld, but it does make seared stone easier and will be needed later. And the reward we get for a porcelain melter is apple pie, a redstone clock, and a blank cast. So we need lava, interestingly enough, in here. How on earth would we get lava? Ah, the Philosopher's Stone would transpose obsidian into lava. Okay. We completed the bone quest. We get a bacon mushroom burger for that. Ah, and it got us an egg and a feather in this one, which is great. Raw mutton. There's no beef that I can see by the looks of it. We've got another egg there as well. But we can do the chicken quest now. I don't know how this works. I've never really used the chicken mod, would you believe? It's been out for about 17,362 years. However, I have never used this mod. So this will be interesting for me. Is that how we do it? A chicken catcher? Yes, it is. The quest says yes. So let's pop into the chicken quest area, and we get a spawn chicken. Fantastic. I was wondering how we got that. So you don't want our chickens running loose, plopping byproducts all over the yard. Give them a good whack with a chicken catcher to transform them into an item form that you can put into a chicken coop for more controlled breeding and production. Okay, so if we spawn a chicken and then use this chicken catcher on it, I presume that's how we do it. So we've got a little chicken. Oh my lord, it's right there. We've got a little chicken here from the chicken roost. I don't know if that actually unlocked a quest. It wants us to make a smart chicken, and to do that we need to smack a normal chicken with a book. So I'm going to make some paper here with the sugarcane that we've got, and we did manage to get a piece of leather from the traps over there. So we've got ourselves a book. Now, can we just right click this chicken back on the floor? We can. Brilliant. Let me go ahead and smack the book on the chicken. There we go. We've got a nice little smart chicken there. And we'll go ahead and pop that into an item form. So now we have this smart chicken in an item form. It opens this quest, which allows us, smart chicken, need a smarter chicken. Right, we get some seeds for this as well. We are going to need quite a bit of wheat by the looks of things. So we can get a roost collector, a chicken breeder, and a roost itself. I think we're going to go for this roost. Now, so we can put a... Here you can place up to 16 of the same type and strength of chicken to constantly produce their byproducts. And of course, that would be, I believe, it would just be eggs with a smart chicken. I could be completely wrong. We've got the roost collector, and we can, it looks like we can automate this, which would be very, very useful. Some planks, some chests, and a hopper. Unfortunately, we don't have access to the iron it wants us to have at this moment in time, so that's probably not something we can do. And a chicken breeder, place 2 chickens in the breeder and the result will be a new chicken with stronger stats. Repeat this process. Okay, the 10-10-10 comes out again. To make hay bales in this pack, you need 7 pieces of wheat and 2 string like this. I've already got 1, but we do need 3 to be able to make our first roost. And we get 4 pieces of bone meal per bone with this mortar, so that's nice. Now we can go ahead and make ourselves one of the last pieces that we need. If we chuck this into fire, I do believe it will burn this up, and then it will create blackened spirit, which is the last piece that we need. Yeah, that did take a long time there for that blackened spirit, but now we have it. It can go with our other items to be able to craft ourselves our first piece of arcane ash. Now we are going to need more than 1 of these, so it's probably worth our while to go ahead and get a few more of these blackened spirits, probably 10 like we've got for sugar and ashes there, and make 10 of these arcane ashes, and hopefully that'll be enough to be able to see us through for this moment in time. So let me go and do that. I'll be right back. And here we are, 10 arcane. Oh, we're going to go 4 arcane ashes. It looks like we need some more water. That's easy enough. Now 10 of these arcane ashes. I didn't realise they didn't stack, so I think I need a chest. And I think what we're going to do with this chest is we're going to use this as our little sort of like quest chest, let's say. So I'm going to stick the arcane ashes in here. I presume, probably rightly so, that we're going to be using them to make the Philosopher's Stone, as that's probably the next quest coming up. So let me just sort my inventory out. Here we are. Arcane Ashes then. We've done that. We get 2 levels of XP. We get another 9 low covalence dust. This is a basic tier for magical crafting. Impossible/annoying to automate and poor rewards. But it is your first step. So now we unlock all of this down the side here. Better a building wand, rubber tree saplings. These lotus blossoms, by the way, which I do have. So I can immediately do this quest. We've got quite a few of them. 25 there, so I just need them in my inventory. Let's go ahead and get the XP level for that as well. Creates experience when you eat it. We already know this, of course. We've been doing this up to now. Let's test this out then. These arcane ashes. Okay, I do put them on the floor. Oh, and it's got a use bar. Well, it would have been nice to have known that. I've created loads of these arcane ashes. Probably didn't need to. So we need a slime ball, which I presume we just right click. Yes. Okay, so this is probably the catalyst. That is correct. Okay. So how I've done this, guys, you can see there that is the item we use, and then there is a catalyst that sets off the reaction to create the thing that we need. That is what we've just done there. We've created our first rubber sapling and done our first piece of magic. Now with this, it does seem that we can make plastic now. So we've got some rubber, which of course we get from the rubber tree, I would presume. Oh, we get a rubbery chicken as well. We've got a load of stone gears, and the only thing I can think of that they'll be used for is these conveyor belt upgrades. So that would be interesting to start some form of automation over on this island. One thing I definitely want to craft is a builder's wand. Now we do this by putting a low covalence dust in, as well as a stick as a catalyst, and that will get us the builder's wand. And there we go. That is another quest done. That gives us coloured block clean and some XP as well. Well, if you smelt up rotten flesh... okay, it doesn't actually work in a clay kiln. I did not know this. So it's meant to give you tallow, but according to this, we need to use it to get sticky resin instead. So let's take all of that out. And let's get some sticky resin. Now this is from the rubber trees. As far as I'm aware, that's generally how this works. So let's go ahead and start twerking. Does that work with twerking? It does. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Sticky resin. Low covalence dust. Sticky resin. Here we are. Tallow. This is a quest. I don't know quite where this... Oh, yeah, the candle. That's what it was. So that will give us some iron candles. Interesting. Combined low covalence dust, if only I'd have read it. And then a candleberry. Apparently we can craft a candleberry. Canola seed with some tallow will give us a candleberry seed. I don't think I've got canola. I may have the seed actually in here. Canola seeds. There we go. Okay, we got some canola seeds. So let's go ahead and grab our arcane ashes and give this a go. There we go. Candleberry seed has been achieved. And that will give us... Oh, we've got a bee from this. Further transmutate the tallow into candleberry seeds. And finally, you can press candleberries into wax for hardened leather and candles for light. Okay. It also gives us access to this apiary, which I do believe it would, that bee that we just got there, we can pop into these apiaries. Crops going too slow? Yes, they are. Tired of being on death's door? Well, we've been alright for food actually in this time. So don't worry, be happy, because now you can solve both of your problems. The rustic apiaries, when worked by bees, accelerate crops nearby. This effect stacks. Fantastic. So we can actually make a few of these apiaries, and we need logs and sticks by the looks of it. Log and the planks. Okay, that's actually pretty easy. I've crafted 3 of the apiaries. We've only got 1 bee so far, so I'm not entirely sure how to do it with this, but what the heck is that I've just created, that I've just got as a reward? I don't even know what it is. But anyways, we've got some of this. Now, it does say nearby. It doesn't actually say how much range this thing has. So I'm going to actually stick them right by the sides of our thing here. So much like that in all of the corners. Grab one of them. Oh, that was a quest. So I think we're going to go ahead and shove the bee into there, and this might actually create some things as a secondary. I don't know if we put something in there or if it creates it, who knows. I would presume it creates some form of beeswax that we can take and create into different things there, but that will help us just extend and grow faster these all these crops in front of it. So we do need this on the wheat, because the wheat is taking forever to grow. Good luck with this one. I put it in a place you'll never find. Literally all over the floor. Okay. We need it for the alchemic condenser. We haven't actually unlocked that quest yet, because we still haven't got a piece of raw beef. Would you believe it? All of this over here, we've got no raw beef. Everything is chickens or other things. There's no raw beef that's come through this. I'm wondering if that actually cannot come through the veggie baits. Yeah, look, it's the grain baits. We need to use grain to be able to do this. That's not too bad, but you can use rice actually. Okay, so I've created a load of this grain bait. I presumed that was the case. I'm actually going to move. Oh no, I can just shove it straight into here. Okay, I'll move all of this rubbish out, and yeah, all the rest are still going, apart from this one at the back. Oh, it actually creates more bees as well as some honeycomb. Okay, that's good. We'll go ahead and plop one into there, and we'll plop one into there as well. And we've got honeycomb. What can we do for this? We can smelt it down to beeswax. Then, of course, we can use the beeswax to be able to make Oh, maybe not. I was expecting that we could make the candle with this, the white candle. So we need pressed wax. And pressed wax is a pot with a candleberry, and we can get that. So a pot is bricks, we can do that, and a stick as well. So okay, that's not too bad. We can deal with this. Where did our candleberry seed go, by the way, guys? I think I put it away. I need to plant that thing. Okay, I've got some drying racks here. This is the only way I can see to actually create what I want. So I'm going to pop them on here, 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 and here. And we're going to just go ahead and grab ourselves, I think, some of this cobblestone here. And grab some of this sticky resin. I'm going to fill in this little gap that we've got so that we don't fall to our deaths. That would be highly annoying. And then we hang this up, and it actually dries into rubber. I'm just looking at this because it's part of the next quest down here, which is to make some of these white conveyor belts. So we need plastic. We've got the stone keys. We don't need to worry too much about them, and local valence dust as well. But one dry rubber smelted in a clay kiln will actually get you a plastic. But this dry rubber, we need to get it from drying sticky resin. So we've got, oh, that was quite quick actually. I wasn't expecting it to be that quick. So now we've got 4 dry rubber. Where did I just put did I have to put them back? Yeah, it takes 12 seconds actually, so that doesn't take too long at all. This dry rubber then needs smelting, and we can do it in a clay kiln, which is nice. So let's pop them all into there. And eventually we'll be able to make ourselves the automation upgrade. This thing, the conveyor belt, we should be able to do it with 6 pieces of plastic, so we should be okay here. Okie dokie, and the valence dust, there we have the white conveyor belt. Now I've never actually used these before, so I'm not entirely sure how they work. But this gives us an insertion conveyor upgrade and an extraction conveyor upgrade. The first thing that comes to mind for me, at least, is I want another chest, I think, first and foremost. There we go. I've sort of made it work. So the extraction upgrade. There we go. Ah, okay, it's working. It's actually working. Okay, I'm going to put the chest there, and then we're going to set the whopper there. That should work now. So we've constantly got this. So this will extract it when it's ready, when it's been cooked. There we go. Popped it out straight into the whopper, straight into the chest. Okay, that is a good bit of automation there. I'm happy with that. Alright guys, so I skipped forward quite a bit actually. I've gone ahead and done a few quests on this side. We've got the chicken over here, which has been upgraded to a 10-10-10 smart chicken now. We've got absolute eggs for days, guys. But this smart chicken, what I wanted to try to do is to get over to the porcelain chicken, this one here, just to be able to make life a little bit easier so that you guys are not just waiting around for me to do this. So I decided I wanted to go down this route. However, I didn't realise that to get there we needed molten clay. To get molten clay we need a porcelain melter. To get a porcelain melter we need porcelain bricks. All this sort of stuff. We need lava as well, which we can transmute obsidian in the world, which is probably what we're going to have to do by the looks of things, I think. But other than that, molten obsidian. Other than that, so I wanted to go down this route, but then I saw that, hang on a minute, the foam dog melter needed a crash course. So it needed this hot or not, which allows you to pick up things and not burn yourself from hot fluids. Apparently, that is a thing in this pack. And also, I wanted to get to this, we need the Philosopher's Stone, which needs this I Heart You, which needs this Apple of Restoration, which needs this alchemic condenser, all that sort of stuff. So I made the alchemic condenser here. I also made an apple tree over there just to make life a little bit easier. And yeah, so we've gone ahead and done that. I've created this little room here because we need to spawn in a zombie villager with this Apple of Restoration. So that's next. So there we go. Right. I don't know where the other bone shard went. There it is. Pop that there. Pop that there. Whoops. Put both of those in. Put both of those in. Then the catalyst, of course. There we go. Let's close this up. Get our apple. And here he is. So there we go. We've fed him. He is a lost soul. He'll very nearly be an actual villager, guys. And here we are. After roughly 3,000 years, we've got a lost soul there. I do believe we've got to kill him, unfortunately. I'm very sorry, villager. But there we go. We've got the human heart. So next on the list is our Philosopher's Stone. That requires low covalence dust with a human heart. And that'll give us the Philosopher's Stone. And there we go. Philosopher's Stone. Easy done. So we've got this one. We've got this one. We now need the Fomdog Melter. Now to do this, I thought I had everything. Oh no, I need... No, hang on a second. No, I need... Oh, I think I need obsidian first. And then I can do this. Then I can get that. Do you know what, guys? I will be back. I'm going to go ahead and make this Fomdog Melter. I'm going to go make this porcelain chicken and get that automated. Alright guys, we are back. It's been a couple of hours, but let me show you some progress. We've done quite a lot of progress because I want this one episode, this starter episode, to be us to get back into the overworld. So obviously you can see this was what we already had set up, this summoning altar inside here. I used that to get sheep. I will go through that in a second. The porcelain melter here that we did create, we put some molten clay. As you can see, we've got a little bit in there. You pour the molten clay on top of the clay buckets, and then we put that into one of these basic work tables. We'll go through that in a second. But the basic work table, what it allowed us to do was get this porcelain chicken, which of course is crafted with molten clay, 2 covalence dust, 2 bone meal, and a 10-10-10 smart chicken, which gives us the porcelain chicken. We have some 10-10-10 chickens, some smart ones. In fact, we've got quite a few of them. We've got 16 there. We've also got 16 porcelain chickens at 10-10-10 as well, but we'll get to that in a second. So I created that. We went ahead and bred them all, you know, and got 16 of them. I've just got the 1 chicken in here. You can put 16 in there if you want. However, we've got quite a bit of unfired porcelain there. In fact, you know what? I'm really greedy, guys. I'm going to grab the rest of these chickens here and just absolutely smash a load of this porcelain chicken out, I reckon. Yeah, unfired porcelain, we're going to have quite a bit of that, and apparently that's going to be useful at some point soon. So let's have a look at the quest book. So we can now go ahead and claim a few quest rewards. Now, I've purposely not done this because I thought to myself, do you know what? We're going to do this on camera, and in some ways I could really have used bones and bits and bobs like that, but anyway, never mind. We did this. We got the traps, of course. So we can go ahead and claim that. We did the candle one. Now, this is what oh no, it wasn't this one. It was a different one. We get a smart chicken with this, would you believe? And what? I don't even know. Let me just grab I think it's just a smart chicken, isn't it? I don't think it'll be anything exciting. I think it's just that so that we don't have to get another chicken. However, I got another chicken anyway by getting a load of eggs and smashing them on the floor. So yeah, it's a 1x1. It's a 1-1-1 smart chicken. You know, a lot of chickens have died in the making of this episode. Farewell, my friend. So that's that one done and dusted. I also did this Rain Be Gone. Now, this is what was actually needed for the wool. So I summoned some sheep, because you can do that with this one. Summon sheep is a thing. Leather, devil dust, bone shard with a string. And then that, you know, do that on a summoning altar and the sheep pops up. I sheared it and I just made another one, killed it. Sorry, I humanely dealt with the sheep and then made another sheep and did the same with that one. So we ended up with 4 pieces, and that gave us this Rain Be Gone. Now, the rain shield, it's a 5-chunk area forever, nothing but clear skies ahead. Brilliant, because that was really, really annoying. What the heck is this? It's a snack. Oh, Claire. Oh, Claire. We'll put that into there. So obviously we've done that one now, so we can get the bones and the 2 XP levels. We've done the Fomdog Melter as well, so we can get an apple pie, a redstone clock, and a blank cast. We're going to need that at some point. I did the obsidian. Obsidian you can get in the EMC table for 4,096 EMC. So what I actually did was I got a lot of flint shears and sheared the leaves off the trees, and that actually gives you 16 EMC per leaf, and you get roughly about 55, 56 leaf blocks off a normal oak sapling. So that was really good. That was very, very good indeed. And then So we've done that one. That would have allowed us to get this, the lava clay bucket, which of course we put into the table to make these guys. So we need 10 overworld portal blocks, and it gives us the teleporters, ender shards, and a riot shield as well. That looks pretty decent actually as a riot shield. Apparently we might need to be have the ability to be to defend ourselves, because it seems like it might be a very nasty place to be. So we'll keep our eye out for that one. So I did spawn that zombie villager, as you've seen, and we get some fairy dust from that. I don't know what that does, but we've managed to do that. We've then used that to make the Philosopher's Stone. Let's get the levels for that. Now, I was actually, let me just really quickly put the apple pie in my lunchbox. I was looking through the Strainer mod, and I realised that there was a garden trowel. Now, it says it has a chance to drop bait by digging dirt. Now, the good thing is, guys, if you put this down and you garden trowel it up, you can see the bait actually gets dropped, but the dirt actually stays. So you constantly got that 64 supply, and the worms are free. Well, apparently, you know, if you don't include the garden trowel there. So with that in mind, guys, we don't have a lot of quests left on this first page. Now, I'm not going to do all of them. There's this healing salve one, which looks pretty decent to do. Seeds, any sort of flower by the looks of it, and dandelion, along with a bowl, gives you healing salve. But because we've got the ability to make the elixir of instant healths, I think that's probably the easier way and probably the better way of going to get health at that point. So we've got just this one to do. So we've got the Windy Garden left. Now we've been using this guy, the alchemical condenser, with some apples of restoration to go ahead and smelt up and get these, or say smelt up, whatever you do with these things, to get all of these Pam's Harvestcraft gardens. So the one that we're left with is the Windy Garden, and that will complete the quest for us. And here we go, the Windy Garden has been done. That will allow us to finish off this quest, and we get a sprinkler, place over water and near crops. Now I believe the sprinkler allows you to, it grows your crops. So I don't know if it stacks along with these apiaries. These apiaries, by the way, are very, very decent for early game growth. I constantly get like really quick growth with these, so they might be very useful for like a wheat farm or something like that for early game. But guys, I think we're pretty much done in this world, so I'm going to go ahead and put all my tropical gardens and stuff into there. Oh, as you can see as well, guys, I upgraded my storage facility. There was just one chest there and one chest there. I needed a lot more storage for the stuff I was beginning to collect. So we've got a little bit of a storage area there. We've got an apple tree farm in the background as well for those apples we needed for the quest. For this quest, the apple of restoration, and to get the apple of these gardens, you need 6 of these apples of restoration. So I'm glad I made that tree, because it come in really useful. So, well, guys, it's just a case of taking out these 10 overworld portal blocks. We've got the recipe in here. It's pretty self-explanatory. We've got some covalence dust. These seared bricks took forever to smelt, so I would suggest if you're doing this, then go ahead and just put loads and loads of grout in your smelting system and get them automatically smelted, because it does take a long time in those clay kilns, just be aware. And the paper wall, which is really easy, just some paper around a stick, you get 32, so that was easy enough. This, you need smooth stone to get these X-tones blocks, so keep that in mind. There we go. The overworld portal block used to build a portal to the overworld can be chiseled into an animated version. So I think what we're probably going to do, I don't know where to set this thing up. I think we'll probably set it up at the end there. That might be a good way. Mind you, I've got 3 blocks on the floor here, and this is probably a 2 inside block, so that's going to be really annoying. I'm probably not going to do it like that. So that is the quest done there. We get some teleporters, which I believe that might teleport us back to this sort of sky dimension. We need ender shards, which are unlinked. Sneak right-click a block to link for simple teleporters again, and of course the riot shield, which we will go ahead and can we can. Okay, I don't entirely know. What do we do with these things? Do I put the teleporter in here? Wow, that is really bright. I like the portal with your Philosopher's Stone. Now, it does say also the other side of the portal should not be undefended. And the fact that it's nighttime here, I'm wondering if that makes it nighttime in the overworld as well. So probably not a good idea to do this in the middle of the night. I'm going to grab some blocks, in fact. I'm going to get some some cobblestone here so that I can just wall off my portal on the other end. Hopefully that will keep some nasties at bay so that we don't have to deal with them. So I will wait until the daytime, guys, and then we'll go over to the overworld and then give it a quick look before ending the episode. I think it's daytime now, guys, so before I go into there, I'm going to go ahead and put one of these down. So I'm wondering if this teleporter I could just link straight to what is going to be my base in the overworld over there. So it says sneak right click a block to link. So I wonder, do I do both of these? So the crystal is now linked, and I wonder if I do that on the other teleporter when I get to the other side. So I've made a stone sword, I've got my shield. Let's go ahead and eat so that we're fully done there. And let's go and see what this area on the other side of the portal is like. So we've lit that now. I'm not going to take that with me. I'm going to keep everything of massive amounts of value here, and we're going to go. Let's go, guys. Let's see what is on the other side of this portal. Hopefully a decent enough spawn to start off with would be nice. Okay, it is a forest, which is slightly dangerous at night, I'm not going to lie. So what we're going to go ahead and do is really quickly just wall this area off. Alright, so I've got a little bit of a room here so that we're not going to get absolutely owned. But we have our little spruce door, so I'm going to pop that down there. Hopefully that will keep things out rather than anything else. And now we've got a little bit of a base of operations, guys. That is awesome. This is good. I think what we'll go ahead and do is actually just destroy some of these trees, make the place a little bit safer around our portal, so that nothing is just hiding, ready and waiting to just jump out at us and nibble at our knees, let's say. Oh, I've run out of axe there. I'll make another one in between episodes and clear this area out. We've got some Pam's Harvestcraft trees there, gooseberry tree. We've got, is that avocado? No, it's a plum. I know what one of them looks like, guys, I swear. Okay, so I think we're going to leave it there. Let me just go into here. I did get some candles as well. I did make some candles. So we have done with this entire first page, which in the first episode I don't think is a bad thing. It then unlocks the next one here. So dimensionality. As you progress through each dimension, you'll unlock new materials, new challenges, and new places to explore. Be sure to check back here for each tab to a guide specific to each dimension. Elixir of night vision we've managed to grab there. Okay. That's good. There's a lot of red blobs. I'm wondering if they're actually under the floor there. Okay, so this so it unlocks different tabs like this. La fin. So we've got space tabs as well. We're going to unlock different tabs as we're going along, it seems. So we'll go through this in the next episode. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. If you have, please go ahead and leave a like. That is way too close to the camera. And I will see you guys for the next one. Until then, I've been the Softman as always. Stay safe.